First of all, it's a great building, yeah?
Yes.
It's actually really good. And we were nominated, Curaçao Airport was nominated for at Roots Americas, now this year, 2022. We didn't win, but we were the only airport in the Caribbean that was nominated for the Route Development Prize Award at North Americas, the Roots America. So, Peggy, well done. Thank you so much to the team, that made the video. But it looks really good, and it actually is a really nice airport. It is. When you see it like this, and if you compare it to what you see from others, we are really up there. And it is actually that they are nominating us because we are there. My name is Johnny Anderson. Johnny Andersen, Norwegian. I'm actually Norwegian. I'm from the Arctic. I'm a polar bear, so I'm very good with snow and with ice and with, But I've been running airport for quite some time. And I was fortunate to be offered the opportunity to come to Curaçao and to work for Curaçao Airport Partners as CEO. And I reported 1st of September last year. So I've been here now for approximately 6 months, I would say. So we decided it was time to start, telling a little bit about us, but also telling a little bit about what we are doing as an airport operator. And of course, we have been through some very, very tough times. And I think that we mustn't forget that one. The pandemic was something that hit the island, the travel industry, the airports, the airlines, in a very, very tough manner. We were basically all on our knees, all of us. And looking back at where we were just a year, 2, 3 ago, it's actually 2 years ago only. If we look at where we are today, it's actually quite an astonishing development that has happened. But I just wanted to kind of show you a few pictures, just like this was the regular picture that you would see if you went into the airport in 2020 and 2021. It was more or less empty. And what you also could see, you could see that there were separation, there were safety issues, like to keep your distance, etc., etc. It was a completely different world than what we are having today. Just to say a little bit about passenger development, if you look at 2019, we had a total number of passengers traveling over Curaçao International Airport on 155,000 passengers in 2019. In 2020, when it hits us, in March, when it really started to really affect us, 2020 as a year, we ended up with a little bit more than 500,000 passengers. We lost 1 million nearly during that year. We were able to develop the airport and get more traffic. So we had in 2021 a little bit more than 800,000 passengers, but still far off from where we were. And it hasn't been, easy years for Curaçao Airport, because we also did have, some tough years before the pandemic with, the closure of Insulair and the traffic that disappeared with the airline and so on. So it's been some tough years. So now that we finally are seeing that we are now on a positive development, it's really, really something that I am really pleased to share with you today. So I will talk a little bit about the future and the year that passed, 2022, because these are the numbers from 2021 and before that one. But to do that, I would like to introduce a colleague of mine. But before I do that, I would also like to introduce the team that I have with me here today that is part of the management of the airport. We have done some changes and we are kind of restructuring to try to meet the future better than what we did in the past, because the future is different. We just passed through a pandemic, so health requirements and the way that a pandemic again can hit us makes the way that we run the airport different than previously. Also, we are facing sustainable aviation as one of the things that will happen within the next decade. And it's not that will it happen or not. It will happen. The question is just when and how will it affect us as an airport operator. That is one of the key questions that we are asking us more or less every day. And to be able to meet those, what can I say, future demands that we see, we need to look over how we are doing things today and how can we do things better to be better prepared for the future. Okay, I would just like to introduce a little bit of my team. I will start with Peggy and then end with Peggy. Peggy Close is our SVP for Aviation Market Development. She's the one that talks to the airlines and shows them the movie, tells them what kind of fantastic opportunities there are at Curaçao if you start to fly here. And she will be the one that will take you through the year that we have passed and the future, the expectations for 2023 and the travel between the two countries, Curaçao and Venezuela. We are a service provider from the point of view that we have to be ready when that border opens. And we are ready to handle the passenger numbers that might come out of Venezuela. We don't know how much that will be. We don't know exactly from which city this traffic will come from. But we hope that we will have some answers now in April, during April month, about what kind of scale and what kind of traffic we might see. But as I said, this is still a government-to-government issue that needs to be, what can I say, agreed upon to open the borders and for us to be welcoming passengers and aircrafts from Venezuela. And right now, we are ready, as I said. We have been looking into it for quite some time already, but we don't know from which cities or which airline are coming and what kind of profile of passengers. Will they stay or will they go straight to the US? That's, you know, there are many unknown factors here that we don't know yet. But we will be ready to handle it, for sure. We will be ready to handle it.
Following on that question, hasn't there been any petitions, requests from airlines, Venezuelan airlines, or even other airlines from the region, Latin America and so on, to an expectation of these flights opening the border?
Yeah, we know that there have been requests for flying to Curaçao from Venezuela and the other way around. We know that, but we are kind of not the last one, but we know it when everything is confirmed and they finally will start. Then we will know it 100%. We know that has been requested. I can't say specifically who has requested and so on, but it's from both sides.
But still, when they do those requests, it's the COP that has to deal with the COP partners or COP clients.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. So
Eventually, it actually starts to request. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you have to come up here. Yeah, let Peggy. Peggy is the one that works with this every day. So yeah.
The requests actually have to go through the Civil Aviation Authority.
Yeah.
So basically, and that's with all airline partners, not necessarily Venezuela. So any airline that wants to start flying to Curaçao, of course, when they contact us, we give them all the information. But we actually consider them official once they have the permits and the necessary requirements from the Department of Civil Aviation. So those requests, we understand, are at the Civil Aviation. Who has and who hasn't, we don't know. But as Johnny said, that we are ready. We are ready for Venezuela.
Okay.
Dick?
Yeah.
About the passenger facility charge,
Yeah.
which was originally it's a 3-year schedule, from 2019 to 2022.
Partners.
Yeah. I think we can use the ACI, which is what can I say, an organization that represents the global network of airports, ACI, that where we are a member. They do a customer survey called ASQ, and we are scoring, and that's a scale that goes from 0 to 5, and we are scoring 3.8 on that one. That's where we scored in 2022.
Being 10 the best, or?
Yeah, and that's kind of, we are better.
Five.
Yeah, we are kind of like in the, yeah, we are kind of like in the middle. We are better than Aruba. That's important. We like to be better than Aruba. But there are others that are better than us. So I would say that we are on a good, you know, like the upper middle. But we could be better, and we have a target of developing our customer experience, and we do have different initiatives on that one going on, both with the customer experience, you know, like the flow through the airport, the opportunities to spend time at the airport, how do you spend it, and so on.
Yeah, because for